up, what up, what up? It's your boy B. I'm getting that tan as if I wasn't already dark, y'all. I got some great news today. I'm super excited about the couple that we're working with, putting our model and our system in their city. So today, I just give you an update on the 587K tour in 8 days, what the couple has been doing. So today, what they did was they've been making phone calls early this morning. We spoke and we talked, and so we wanted to fill up their pipeline with at least another $60,000. We really want to shoot past the goal that we put in place for them. So we're filling up their pipeline with another at least $60,000 in contracts. But how we did it was, we have an amazing technique that we use to get, free leads. A lot of, people are taught when they get into the wholesaling industry to do mailers and do a lot of paid marketing, etc. But I'm the type of guy that, what if you really do, you pay for your mentoring, etc. So, and you're taught that, hey, look, you can get money with no money down. So how do you really do that? And so that's what we specialize in. Like, when I got started, I didn't have tens of thousands of dollars to spend on mailers and, for a hope and a wish. So I look at that as playing, defense. A lot of people get into businesses, not just wholesaling, but they get into businesses, period. And they play defense with their business. I know a lot of people, laugh or joke about the whole Tom Brady and the Patriots thing, but you got to look at the dynasty that these guys built and how did they win so many championships. Yeah, they had a flat ball and all that crap, but point blank period, they have an offensive approach. Their offensive attack is unlike any other. And so when you have a business model where your business model is a full offensive approach, no matter what type of other marketing that you're doing, as you make money and you add on to your marketing methods, your offensive approach is what's going to bring in the money, is going to bring in the deal. So we have a high-powered offensive approach to our business model. And this is what we teach in our courses, and this is what we teach when we meet with people one-on-one, how to have a high-powered offensive approach. Literally not waiting for, I'm going to send out a mailer and hope somebody calls me. That's a bunch of crap. And then in a seller's market, we're right now in a seller's market where sellers, what that means is sellers know that they have, that their properties are in demand. So when that's the case, and you're in a seller's market, and you send a mailer, your money that you spend on mailers is literally going in the trash. Just being honest. So if you send out $5,000-$10,000 worth of mailers and you get one phone call, I'm sorry, you could talk it all you want, but that's a busted campaign, and that's really kind of crazy. So what you got to do is you got to find ways or mediums that are literally either, if you're paying for marketing, you got to have targeted approaches, or you got to find free mediums or learn about free mediums that's going to shift your business to the next level. So now we got like over 500 leads for free, motivated seller leads. And so now I had them, they learned how to call yesterday, etc., and got out of the jitterbugs. One of the biggest things is, talking to people, people fear talking to people, etc. So, we did it with them. They saw examples, etc. And I was like, okay, now you do it. You say these things. You say these exact things over and over and over and over again. You get good at it by repetition, just like anything else, just like driving a car, just like riding a bike. You get good at it by repetition. Well, today, so they're calling. And I just have to say, Alan is amazing. Angie is an animal. Angie Thomas is a freaking animal. So Angie's on the phone, she's calling people, and right now she has about, I want to say 4 or 5 appointments already set up with literally, if we were on the next step of how they send rapid fire contracts. I'm going to talk about that in a second, but she probably would have had 2 contracts signed today if we were on that next step. So that is the next step, how to send rapid fire contracts. Stay to the right. How to send rapid fire contracts. And so okay, so it was absolutely amazing. So she, both the deals that she got total, one of them by themselves could be a potential $35,000. But you think about this. This is just a matter of picking up the phone, making a decision, right or left. Okay, making a decision to just do what you want to do and taking it to the marketplace, taking your need. So I always say 40 contracts a day being sent out keeps the millionaire in you happy. And so a lot of people are not making offers. Like, how many offers are you making a day? You're making 1 offer a week, 2 offers a week. Well, how do you expect your wholesaling business to grow? And if you don't know how to do it, you need to pay somebody, a mentor, to teach you how to literally go out and make your day the way you want it to. You want to be making literally 30, 40, 50, 100 offers a day, or at least putting yourself in a position to where you can make that many offers. And so as you're doing that, you're making that many offers a day, you're gonna get results. I always say, So I always say that, you want to stuff your pipeline up with leads until it pukes on you, until it defecates on you. So, and that's how much you got to do it. So now, as she's making the phone calls, etc., we got these amazing deals. They're adding to the pot. So you got some people that get deals, etc., and the deal doesn't go through, right? And you got one deal on the line, and that deal doesn't go through, and you're devastated. Well, the thing is, you're not devastated when you're stuffing your pipeline. If you stuff your pipeline and keep your head down, then what that means is, if you put 100 freaking deals in your pipeline and 1 or 2 fall through, or 3 or 4 fall through, guess what? You got the other ones that's pulling through. So you don't count it when it's not there. You count it when it's in your hand. But the thing is, you keep stuffing it. You put $100 million in your pipeline, you're going to cash $1 million worth of check. The way we got over the $8 million mark in less than 2 years with wholesaling was literally keeping our nose to the paint, not whining when a deal fell through. I've had deals where I've lost and I really wanted $10,000, $20,000, and I literally, lost those deals. I didn't, they fell through. But the fact that I had, so many deals that were closing at one time, it didn't bother me. It didn't bother me as much if, I was walking away with $100,000 that week. You understand? So the key to this, guys, is that the next thing I want to tell you guys, as far as a tip for the Hot 587K tour, is what separates us from everybody else around the world and as a wholesaler is being able to make us a business and not a hustle. There's a lot of people that are running their wholesaling business like a hustle. It's a hustle, right? Well, when we talk to sellers, there's a thing that we have, a seller's packet. And this seller's packet, I put the link to it in the post. It's $59.99. I should be selling it for like $300, the value that it brings. But it's $59.99. You go to onestopllc.com/REI2s and you scroll down and you can get the seller's packet for $59. But what it does is it builds the credibility and the integrity of you and your company. Now, when you get it, you can edit it, etc., and put your own information on there, but the template is there. And so what we're able to do is with this seller's packet, when we talk to a seller and they're analytical or they have questions, we'll say, hey, look, you still send over your offer, you send over your contract, even if they hang up in your face, you got their email and their contact information. But when you call them, when you say, hey, look, I'm going to send you over a little bit of information, just you chew on it. Just take a little bit about, see who we are. Nobody's doing that. And this right here alone is going to separate you when it changes the game, because now you're calling, and if they don't do business with you, you hang up and you lose a lead. I've gotten so many deals 6 months later because of this seller's packet that, $30, $40, $50, $100,000 come to me because I've given them a seller's packet to chew on, and they're rereading it. My follow-up game is relentless. That's another lesson that we have in our blueprint model and our franchise system that we offer. So the seller's packet, it explains who we are as a company. It explains what we do as a company, how the process works as a company. If the person who's on the title is deceased, how to handle that. Every scenario that could possibly happen, it's explained in the seller's packet, and we go over this in the seller's packet with them. How to set up appointment times, how we're going to be showing it. So you got to think about this. If you're running a business and you have this seller's packet and you're giving it to them, and the analytical person, me, I'm not as very analytical. I'm a red. I'm a person that's, hey, give it to me, let's go. Give me my offer, let's work. What we're going to do. But you got a lot of people, Maria over here. Maria is more of a, give me the details, right? Tell me how it is, right? So she's more of an analytical person. So the seller's packet would be very well for her. So you got to think about it. If I'm selling a house and it's me and Maria, I may not care about the seller's packet, but my mate, my spouse, she cares about it. And so once you give them something to read over, to chew on after the fast talking, after the please let me get your house crap, all that stuff, and you give them something so that they can read and see for themselves, changes the game, separates you from everybody else. For $59.99, $59.99, like I said, I'm up the price. I'm up the price. I'm sitting up here thinking about it. I'm up the price because this seller's packet is game changing. And so that's the main thing. So that's the level that they're on. And then, of course, the training of how to send rapid fire contracts. So we use a system to send out contracts. We have several different types of systems that we use with our CRM, but we send rapid fire contracts electronically. You're not going to go meet with sellers. The thing is, a lot of things, money loves speed. Money moves at the speed of light. So by money moving at the speed of light, your business has to too. You cannot sit and wait on oh, I can meet you to bring you the contract. If you're doing that, you lose a business, because when I pick up the phone and call and they sound like they're ready to do business, they're going to have a contract in their inbox within the next 3 minutes of talking to me on the phone, period, point blank. I got my template set up. I got everything ready to rock and roll for when you say yes, I push a button. All right, the contract's in your inbox. I'm separating myself from everybody else. So the person that moves it slow, I'm swooping in like a freaking a laser jet and coming in and getting deals. Call it what you will, call it what you want, but I'm in attack mode. I'm in a high-powered offensive approach. So if you're slow, if you're moving, if you're dragging your feet, if you're hesitating to think about call, I'm going to come in and make $1 million in your market and show you how it's done. If you haven't chosen us as your mentor to do it, I promise you that you're going to wish you had, because the person that does, we're going to come in and make $1 million with that person in your market, show you how it's done, and then you can go to them and pay them for the mentorship. Guys, it's your boy B, and teaching everybody, reminding you to win big, continue to win big for yourselves and your family. Guys, go get that seller's packet. If you are a wholesaler, change the game for yourself and your business. And let me see, what else? Trying to think anything else. Any of you guys got any questions real quick while I got a free moment before we hop back on the calls and move the rest of these projects today? If you guys got any quick questions about the tour, etc., we got a waiting list now for the tour. If you're interested in us hitting your city and helping you put a couple $100,000 in your pocket over the course of a couple weeks, inbox me and I'll connect you with our team so that we can get your city set up on the tour. Trying to think of anything else, guys, for today's lesson. Where we VO Alabama. Oh, it's in the link. It's in the description. You go to the description when you come out of here. It's in the description, the link to it, onestopllc.com/REI tools. But I put the link in the description, and there's a video that explains how the seller's packet works as well. Come back to that, watch the video, and then come back and click the purchase button, $59.99. Is there a price listed on the site for the tour? No, it's not listed on the site. We haven't made, a funnel for it yet, because we want to make it exclusive. We don't want to, have 50 people in one market just because they have the money to pay us. We don't have the 50 people in one market to do it. We wanted to make it exclusive for the people that are serious. So if somebody wants us to come in their market, inbox us, direct message me, and we'll get you the information that you need to, have us come there so that we can help you get that $100,000 guarantee. What's the cost for your tour coaching? The tour coaching is totally different from the online coaching. We have online coaching where it's automated, where you get me on a daily basis at your own speed, at your own pace, because when I come to your market, I need you in a certain mindset. I need you in a certain headspace. Understand this. All of the mechanics and everything is like literally 1% of it. What I do is I drain you and teach you about mindset before you touch me. Before I can meet with you and sit in your orbit, you have to be on the same level of thinking that I am. Meaning, I believe wholly in the power of thought. I believe that as a man thinketh, so is he. So before you touch me, before you come around me, before I allow you into my universe, you have to be thinking the same way that I am. Okay, you have to be literally thinking the same way that I am. Meaning, knowing that by you applying the affirmations, by you applying the certain belief systems that I believe in, then you will have my presence in your presence, and we'll win together. So when a person is not in this same belief mode, they're thinking that it's the mechanic, they're thinking that it's the physical things that they're doing, and so they experience failure, and that messes up my 100% success rate. So I actually prefer that if you don't have the money to do the online coaching. I'll talk about the different variations of prices. We got all levels of coaching. $30 a month, $1 a day. You need to get inside the harrismastermind.com and learn how to meditate and saturate your brain so that you can dominate your brain for success, dominate your brain for a 7-figure shift, 8-figure shift, 9-figure shift, whatever it is that you want to make. And once you learn how to do that and apply these principles, then you will learn how to deliver or get multiple streams of income flowing to you on a consistent basis through multiple sources. Or if you already understand the mindset aspect of it, you can actually take the course. Now, I want to tell you guys this as well. We have a $500 course option. We're actually going to be deleting that. I'm going to do another video about this because we're deleting that option because the demand is so high. And we, our team is limited. We have specific people that are specialized in the mindset development to coach you through the online program. So we're going to delete that option on the 28th. Is the last day of the month for you to get the $500 mentoring option. The only option that's going to be left after that is the $2,500 option and above. So the other coaching programs that we have. So we're going to be taking that away. So if you haven't gotten that yet, and you want to get a piece of the online real estate mentoring course for $500, I would advise you to do that now, because we're going to take that option away by February 28th is going to be the last day. The next thing is the $2,500 course. That course right there in itself is going to change and shift your reality. If you invest in yourself to do that, it's an online automated course to where you watch videos at your own pace. It's very detailed, unlike any others. I got thousands of students that have taken this course and have shifted their lifestyle, etc. And there are other options that once we don't offer the options of one-on-one mentoring unless you've kind of went through that process and we've kind of screened you to where you're on the same level of thinking that we need you to be. In that course, the $2,500 course, we teach you mindset development like no other. So it's not just a real estate course. It's showing you how to apply biblical principles, life principles, universal principles to attract anything that you want in your life, period, point blank, whether it's health, wealth, finances, whatever it is. We teach you how to apply specific principles that have been used for centuries, that are taught to people that you wouldn't imagine that are using it right now in your life that you're not aware of, and how you can shift your own reality. Then we go into how to fuel your body for success. Certain things that you need to start implementing into your daily regime for fuel and not for taste and all that crap. And so when you learn how to take control of your day, take control of your life, what you do is you want to always have an extreme focus. That means that if I'm awake, if you're sleeping 8 hours a day and I'm awake 16 hours a day, I want extreme laser focus for the full 16 hours that I'm awake. You know, so how sometimes when you eat certain foods, you get sleepy, you get groggy. I like to be in full, amazing focus mode, 100% focus as I'm going along. And we show you the certain types of foods that you need to fuel your body with during the day. You won't get hungry or anything like that, but it gives you extreme laser focus so that you can continuously take your business to the next level. So if you're working your business for 3, 4, 5 hours a day or 3, 4, 5 hours a week, that laser focus that you give your business during the time frame that you're doing it, it puts you in an intense mode and you're able to knock down goals unlike any other. The next thing that we teach you is the actual mechanics of the process of the real estate. Then once you get that aspect of it and you say, okay, well, I want a system. We have a franchise type system that we actually sell, to where all you have to do, once you know, it's kind of like the Chick-fil-A model. Once you know all of the positions and how to do it, we put you in the driver's seat. And so that model allows you to sit in the driver's seat because you know all aspects of your business model. And by you knowing all aspects of the business model, now you can oversee it from a bird's eye view and delegate a lot better, and then just literally pick up your check. So we have all of those levels available for the person that wants to be in it, the person that wants to be the worker, be in their business, the person that wants to be the S quadrant. We have it for the person that wants to be the person who's the CEO, who likes being on the golf course, who loves to travel, etc. And that wants a model, that wants to buy a system and change the game for themselves and travel around the country and do this from anywhere in the world. So wherever you are, whatever level you at, we can meet you there. And then for those that know what to do, etc., but just kind of have had slumps and want that consistency, that's for the person. That person needs a Brian Harris push, a one-on-one attention. And they want us to come to their city, etc., and do a tour and push them through $100,000 in business value in an 8-day time frame, and take your business to the next level, and then give you the blueprint to keep it going once we're out of your presence. So he says, I purchased a $500 course a few months ago. Is the same as $2,500 course? No, the $2,500 course is totally different. But once again, you still can make money with the $500 course. I can tell you his course has a lot of things others don't talk about real. Thank you so much for that, Sanat. I really appreciate that. So those of you that are literally wanting to take yourself to the next level, those of you that are already wholesaling, I would say one thing that you need to do for sure is make sure you get that seller's packet. It's $59.99. Click on the link in the description to watch the video about the seller's packet, but also click on the link onestopllc.com/REI tools. Get the seller's packet. We got a lot of amazing stuff on that site. But and get the seller's packet for your business and shift your business, etc. So share this video with somebody that you know that needs help, that needs a shift, and somebody that you know that is on a level of business, but they need an extra push. And we're building a waiting list right now. We have several of the cities that we're scheduled to go to. Super excited. And I tell you this right now, as long as it's warm, Maria's okay. Maria's okay with us keeping. So we normally don't do this, but go and keep the party going. She's okay with us keeping the party going, guys. So another thing, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. But if you want, if you are where you are. It is what it is. If you only have, $1, right? We got $1 a day mentoring, $30 a month, theharrismastermind.com. And I'm going to tell you something. It's more life-changing than some of the higher paid options, because it literally shifts your mindset so that you can literally be, do, or have anything that you want. So check out theharrismastermind.com. I think, you're in for a big treat. Surprise. Actually, Alan and Angie, that's where they started with. They started with the Mastermind, and then they did they got the $2,500 course that we gave them, and then they got the one-on-one mentoring and shifting their business. So guys, we want to take you through $100,000 in 8 days as well, and do the same thing in your city. What next city? Actually, that's where we are operating in the Jax area, Florida. I actually want to go to Miami next. I got some business I got to do down there. I got a game plan like no other, guys. I see $1 billion, man. I see $1 billion. But the biggest thing about $1 billion is going to be so many other people that we're going to help make millions, hundreds of millions in the process. So, instead of saying $1 billion, I see $1 billion served. That means, we're able to help a whole lot more people by hitting their goals. We'll automatically hit our goals, and that's what this tour is about more than anything. We were able to, with wholesaling, build our residual income up to where we don't have to physically grind and work for money the way we used to, and that's a beautiful thing. But what Alan made me realize was that it's bigger than me, and to be retired, take a break, etc. But to be retired, then yeah, you're retired, but what about all the other people that are in the boat that you are in, that need the way out, that need the blueprint, that need to know how to get out? And so when he sit down and talked to me, once again, we had no plans of us staying here for 8 days, but he looked in my eyes, man to man, told me where he was at, financially, and told me where he wanted to be financially, told me he was ready to make a commitment to me, in me. And I'm like, man, if you can make that type of commitment in me, I can make a commitment to you and guarantee that success. So I know what I'm capable of doing. I know what I'm able to do. I can do this stuff in my sleep. And then once I can, show other people, to how to do the same thing and shift their game, shift their life, shift their financial situation. It's kind of like, if a man asks you for bread and you give him a stone, what kind of crap is that, right? So I want to give, everybody who asks me for bread, I want to give them bread too and show them how to get it. And then I can give them that same food that they need, that mindset, etc., to shift their life for the better, guys. So thank you so much for following along. Thank you for watching. We're going to keep dropping nuggets, keep dropping tips. Make sure you follow the journey on our Facebook live feed, on our Instagram feed, as well as our youtube.com/c/homes410k. Share this with other people that that their life needs to be changed. It's your boy B, reminding each and every one of you to win big. Continue to win big for yourselves and your family, guys. And since Brendan is asleep, I'm going to tell you what Brendan would say right now. Brendan would say, make sure you do what?
Go to Google.
Brendan would tell you to make sure you go to Google. If you need Facebook advertising or Google advertising for your business, go to omnipresentagency.com. Talk to you guys later. Have an absolutely amazing day.